back to the Thursdays Are the Best Taste podcast, episode 225. And joining me this week, we got Bruno.
That's me.
Even though, we all got these multi-monitors, other than like some people that only exist with one monitor in this world.
Bro, I literally just bought a monitor. It's
I heard.
$120 for a decent monitor. That's
For
it.
your to replace your
For
3x4.
It's not for me, but my dad wanted a new. We got new cameras a little while ago, and I'm
Yep.
starting to finally set them up correctly. So I have the NVR in the basement now, and I'm hooking up more cameras to it. And I bought a 25-foot HDMI cable and a replacement 1080p monitor for him to have so he can look at stuff. So I used to run it off a computer and remotely view cameras, and that's all gone. Monitors in, connected to the NVR directly.
Gotcha.
New system.
I don't
But
know
no.
why people do it. Well, I know why. I don't know really how it all works out in the end, but you can do HDMI over Ethernet.
Yeah, I know.
Give
I
you like
just didn't.
better run. I think it like is a little bit better over distance.
Yeah. But no, they
Oh,
look
look at
good.
those cameras.
It's very dark out there too,
Yep.
but they're looking good.
Mm-hmm. So we made Ethernet cables today.
Yeah, I made a run for. Because it's like I have small holes drilled in the floor to run cables from my study,
Mm-hmm.
which is where my networking equipment is, and needed one to the cameras. And I just bought a box of cable because who knows what I'm going to need it for, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice to have for Ethernet PoE cameras. So,
Yeah, I plan on picking up a box at like a 500-foot box at Lowe's.
so I've learned that you have to be very careful about what you buy. And I'll pass this warning to you. You really want to look for solid copper cable.
Yeah,
A
solid
lot
strand.
of a lot of it is copper clad aluminum, and it's garbage. So stay away from copper clad aluminum.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like solid. Like there's solid strand, which is meant for like doing
Yeah,
permanent runs.
that's what I have. I have solid copper strand. But like they really like to cheap out and give you copper clad aluminum, which
I
is
thought last time I
not
went,
good.
Lowe's had like a like a brand I know. Like they carried
Okay,
like a name
yeah.
brand.
The stuff I
Um,
found was plenum rated. It doesn't need to be for the most part. Um, but yeah,
nope.
definitely
Yeah.
look for the copper clad. I bought Cat 6 because I don't feel like dealing with all the shielding.
Oh, wait.
Cat 6 has a divider.
Yeah. Well, I
I think
was.
Cat 7 has tinfoil wrapped around all the
Yeah.
wires.
I thought you were. I thought at first you said Cat 6 was you didn't want to deal with shielding, which is typically why people still go with Cat 5e because you don't have to do the internal
Yeah,
shielding. So
yeah.
you caught me off guard because I didn't understand why you meant it would have been about shielding. Like I'm just gonna get Cat 6 because there's no reason not to at this point. Um, I make cables with that at work. I deal with Cat 6 a lot. It's not anything I don't do on the
Well, I will
semi.
tell you that 250 foot of Cat 6 from a brand that I'm okay with is $30 right now,
Yep,
which is a decent price. It's not bad.
that might be what they had at Lowe's was mono price, but I forget.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I wish I had different end connectors. Aren't there like pull through ones now?
You're thinking of easy caps, which are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I need some of them.
Oh my god.
I don't have
So
them.
okay, so bring to yeah, Google easy cap. Easy cap. No. RJ45. Nick just said that. Um so I will tell you. Oh, go to the third one down. It
Yep.
gives a good picture of what I want to explain to you. So you do old school caps, which you can't push through. They terminate at the end. You have to do about like a thumbnail's length of extra
Y-
cable to get it about
Yep.
perfect.
Yep.
So with easy caps, it's a lot. There's a lot more space at the back, and the channels are a lot more shallower for wires to like be guided in. So at first they can be a
Okay.
little bit tougher because the old school caps have like longer,
Mm-hmm.
thinner channels, so it's easier to jam them in and get them pretty good, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
These are more open. They more prone to like squay out, but
Yeah.
you have to you approach them at a different style. So instead
Okay.
of shoving through like only a fingernail's length of cable, um, I do anywhere between like double, maybe double and a half the length that you're
Yeah.
normally doing, and you straighten it all, thin it out, and you easily shove it
And the
all
difference
through.
is they just go right through and come out the end
Yep. Then you just
and
get your
get lopped
special
off.
crimper, or what did for the longest time is you can get a utility knife and just, as long as it's sharp
Cut them
enough,
off.
just yep, cut them off. Your brown's always gonna get fucked up at the end, so just like you have to watch out how
Gotcha.
you cut that one,
Yeah.
because then if you don't cut them cleanly and they like lean over to the other one, they'll short.
Yeah.
Um,
I
oh
uh I only fucked up I did one cable and I fucked up the first one and I knew right away that it wasn't gonna work. And I was like,
yeah, no,
fuck.
the easy caps, there's not a single person like there don't. I think professionals still don't use them, but I think you
Yeah, I think that they don't like having the exposed wire ends.
but depending on who you have, or depending on like some certain things, like most of your average person that doesn't do it as their full-time job, like
Yeah,
no one doesn't do easy caps anymore.
yeah. I should probably just pick some up, but
Yeah, I like I
the
said, I use
problem
them
is I
all.
have a bag full of these fucking things.
Just get rid of them. It's not worth it
I
anymore.
know. I know.
Um,
The
yeah, I'm
second
gonna.
one did go very well though. Like
Yeah, let's
it,
see if
it
access
took
time.
one for me to remember what I was doing and how to do it and all that stuff, but then
You
I was okay.
you an A standard man or a B standard man?
I think B.
That's the American in you.
I think that's I look it up because I don't want to fuck it up, but I think it was B that I used. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter as long as they're the same.
Yeah. Well, no, it does because you're either American or communist.
Okay. Well, I think I'm on the right side of things, so.
Yeah, you are. There's also a Cat 6A out there. I really don't know what the difference is, but the Cat 6A is a thing. Um, Again, don't really understand what it does, but does something.
Yep, sure probably does. Yeah. I try and get cheap cable because I mean, I guess this is probably one of my more important cables actually because I have 3 cameras coming over it. But I just go with whatever I have. Like I don't need 10 gigabit speed. I don't need it. I don't have any of the other stuff for it.
You think?
So,
Um, I'm looking up cable right now.
Cat 6A supports 10 gigabit for full 328 foot distance. It's thicker and more expensive than Cat 6.
I assume. I assume. Twisted unshielded solid bare 500 foot 23 AWG AUG.
Cat 6 supports 10 gig for 55 meters.
Damn.
6A takes it full distance.
Damn.
What the fuck are they doing? I have
It's
so The boys are playing Counter Strike up a few channels, and I think they just made a pile of all the weapons. They all threw everything that like they all bought, threw it in a pile, and then walked through it to see what they would get. What the fuck is going on up there?
It's, strat roulette. You gotta, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Gotta go fast. Um, yeah. Can't wait to fucking be able to wire shit up myself. It's gonna be so glorious. I'm gonna be like wheeling and dealing Ethernet land.
It makes me
All of
want to have like a full network closet with a cabinet and patch panels and stuff.
yes.
You know, like if I ever had a reason to do it all over again, I would do it.
You probably should. I'm only gonna have one, so one or two at most, so it's just not
Yeah,
worth it to do patch. But
I know. I
anything more than
just
that,
yeah.
maybe.
Like I know the wire to my computer is a mess. Cuz I just guessed at how long I needed it to be and was like 20 feet short. And then I was like, fuck. And
Fuck.
this was like 11 years ago at this point, 10, 11 years
Mhm.
ago. So I bought a plug and another wire and just hooked them together. So, you know, it's not the best, but it works fine. And I don't think about it.
Um. So I got geared up for the trip next week.
Yeah? What'd you get?
I got a. I don't understand how this works. Um. Got a new tumbler.
Oh,
Mine doesn't have
nice.
a mine doesn't have a lid.
Yeah,
The one I normally use. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna be sitting around on the beach. There might be bugs, so I just got a lid one.
good point.
It's
How
a
much
new
was
little.
it? Like a
What?
couple bucks?
I think I got the 2-pack because Madeline's broke, so it was like $13 for two.
That's not bad.
Nah.
I've
Um,
thought about getting a small one. Like,
definitely work.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm getting a link right now. I'm going on the Amazons.
No worries.
12 ounce, 12 ounce, so it's a little bit bigger. Spill proof, stainless steel. There's other colors, but stainless steel is
Yeah.
pretty, pretty. There you go. Get the white, pretty generic. Copper. No, it's not copper. It's rose gold. Kind of looks like copper.
Yeah, you got colors here.
Get the rainbow, purple, pink. Still think that rose gold looks coppery.
It looks pinkish to me. It's like a pinkish copper. But yeah.
Yep, but I got my tumbler. I'm all set. Jerky's done. Cigars acquired. I am done. I've done
Sounds
a
good.
slight amount of packing. I am ready. Um. Oh, something happened this week. Oh yeah. Speaking of those, that's why I had the tab up, not just to look at wire. Madeline and I picked out our flooring for the kitchen, our wall colors, and a few
Wow.
other random, like, we're not gonna do it anytime soon, relatively. Probably like later winter, but we got like the basement flooring picked out.
Nice. Sounds good to me. Sounds like
Good.
you're making some choices.
Yep.
I like it.
Went there, got all of our samples, collected them all up. I think we're just waiting. The appraisal came back, and the only thing that was in question was it was a horizontal crack on the one wall that the inspector didn't say was didn't think it was anything too serious. The loan guy was like, I can't tell that it's serious, but they wanted an opinion, so we got had I don't know. Someone's trying to write a letter saying it's not that serious.
Gotcha.
Let me see if I have a picture of it. Just a, it's not really a
It's
nothing
probably just like a
unexpected.
drywall crack. Like,
Cinder block.
okay. But still, they expand and contract a little bit too, I think.
It's yeah. Well, I mean, it's like right on the mortar line. It's like
Yeah.
save to gallery. Okay, I took a screen. I had to get this picture from like a fucking portal, so I don't. I
Dude.
didn't.
Yeah. Oh, they. I feel like those happen all the time.
Yes, it is like the most generic ass crack. Like
Yeah, I don't think that's of huge concern.
I I literally have zero. I have zero concern and or like desire to like acknowledge it exists
Yeah.
in a serious manner, but the loan wants it to be said it's nothing. But like I'm very
Yeah.
confident it is
I
like
mean,
nothing.
I kind of understand them wanting to have confirmation.
Yes, but yes, that dumb little crack is at the moment the holdup of the process.
I see.
Yep, which is crazy to me because I've seen so many basements in such other conditions that like for
I feel
them,
like I remember you sending me screenshots of one that was like cracked to shit.
yeah, it's like
Like to the point that it might have been a concern.
yeah, and like I don't know, it was just crazy to me. I'm like, wow, but yeah, that's that. The we're less than 30 days. Get the keys in like 30 days.
That's coming up.
Yeah, 30 days, and that first weekend we're hitting it hard. We're gonna probably so our trip this come not this weekend, but the weekend after, and then
Yeah.
like the weekend after that, we're probably gonna uh start ordering the paints and getting supplies to
Mm-hmm.
do
Yeah.
this. So we want to get the definitely want to get the kitchen floor in because we'll pull out the stove and we'll pull out the fridge so we
Yeah,
can
that's
put the
not a
tile
bad
under
thing
that.
to do like right away before you start putting stuff all over the place.
Yep. So just pull out those things, move them to the living room, other space, put the floor down, get after it, or pull them
Yeah.
out, or like put the floor down, then move them out over and push them back. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fridges are bulky, but they aren't actually that heavy.
Yeah, no, they move pretty okay usually too.
Like mini fridges, they're like super light. It's just so they're so disproportionately like they're just bigger than you can normally carry, but not
Mm-hmm.
like for any like
Yep.
two people carrying them seems dumb because you're each holding like 5 pounds and you're like walking, but like you're trying to hold one, you're like hugging it and you're like waddling and you're like, "You good, bro?" And you're like, "Yeah, I got this."
Yep. I think that's so for your wedding, the boys went together and got you a mini wine fridge, right?
Yep.
It got shipped to me
Mhm.
and I brought it up.
Mhm.
And I was all for just leaving it in the box because it had straps on it
Oh yeah.
going around it that made it a lot easier to move around.
Mhm.
People were like, well, do we want to take it out of the box? And I was like, you know, I say no. And I also say we need to give it to him early so that he doesn't have to take home a fridge from the venue.
Yeah, that was appreciated.
Because, like, I know what it's going to look like, and I know you don't need a gigantic box sitting there that you now have to take home.
And the other thing is like I knew what it was. Well, I didn't know what it was until I got there and you guys like said, "Oh, here you go." But like once I knew what it was the one I exactly picked out. Like I knew
Yeah,
what it was because it was the one I put on a list.
yeah,
Just had like
yeah. I
pretty
did.
empty now.
I did not feel the need to take that out of the box.
Super empty. Emptiest it's ever been.
Sounds like a great time.
It is. Got God, I'm wheeling. I'm wheeling and dealing. I got boxes. I just for my Labor Day weekend got Madeline's grandma gets wine.
Oh, that
Uh,
looks very convenient to have.
yeah, she gets like wine of the month clubs. So she
Yeah.
gets like a bunch of wine
Yeah.
tips.
Looks
So I have
great.
2 of these boxes that are getting thrown in the back of your truck. And I don't I should limit myself, but like I won't be surprised if I come home with like I mean, I've never gone like oh god, it's gonna be like 20 plus bottles. I'm guessing I'm gonna come home with.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Cause well, I don't know. Depends. Man, I don't know. I'll probably pick up a bunch. That's our housewarming is gonna be like a wine event. We're gonna throw a little party, house wine party.
Sounds
So
good. That's neat.
I'll grab a bunch of bottles for that. Poppin'.
I like it. I like the plans. Speaking of parties, over Labor Day weekend, I had a pig roast.
Yeah. I saw the one picture on Snapchat.
Yeah, it's one of those like events that a very close family friend puts on.
Mhm.
So I'm one of the behind the scenes guys, like putting it together, making it work. So they came over Saturday with a pig and the pig cooker. There's some stuff we got to do to it, like we make a tray to put under it that it sits
Mhm.
on.
Kind of
And
disappointed you don't put it in like a pit, coals.
nah, it's no pit. No pit.
Take a pit, cover it up.
Yeah, we also have to cut the legs off because the legs are a little long. Like the pig cooker that they made, oh god, it's probably like 25 years ago now. It's so big, and pigs are long. I don't know. It was a
Sounds like you
130
need.
pound pig dressed.
Um, sounds like they needed a big pit or a new cooker.
Something like that. This used to be a bigger task because we used to do it on a spit, and the spit would
Mhm.
rotate as it cooks. But we learned that it wasn't worth it. Because they
Big
got
old.
harder and harder to do because we weren't getting giant pigs at the time anymore. So it's not worth it. Not worth it.
Just need a can that warms up.
Pretty much.
I'm guessing it's
Yeah.
like a can if it was homemade.
I mean, it was
Like a steel drum or something like that.
yeah, it's like a lot of them are made out of oil tanks, like
Oh yeah.
heating oil tanks. This one's not. It's actually round. Let me see if I have a picture.
I guess oil.
I don't actually have a picture of the pig on my phone. Apparently, that's
Really?
not a thing. Yep.
Just the Snapchat picture was the only one.
I was the only one. I think my dad has one on his phone. Um, so this is a previous year, but
I guess oil tanks make sense. It's
they're
big
just a
you have
little
to cover.
weird with the size.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Bet you if you could eat all that sausage.
It's extra garlic kielbasi, and it is delicious. Let me
How's
see if
that
I can
skin?
find. Very hard, real hard skin.
Good
So,
crunch.
it, sure, it's a full circle. It's not
Hmm.
like an oval or anything, but yeah, no, it works well. It's good. It's basically just a
Well,
big drum cut
it
open.
worked well. Sounds like we need to upgrade. More family every year, probably. You need bigger pigs. Bigger, bigger.
They've stepped down in size actually.
Hmm.
Like there was a time I remember doing like 230-pound pigs,
Sounds
and
like
that's
people are missing out.
huge. But
Yeah, need to up those
yeah,
numbers again. Those pig numbers.
gotta
Why
up
is
them
that?
pig
Why
numbers.
why is that, Nigel? What is that, Patrick? Why is that with your family like pig?
The what?
Go force screen that again. There's like a yeah. Why is
Oh, I
Patrick
don't know.
as
I searched pig, and it's there. I don't know, man. It's there.
mm,
Apparently, Patrick as Nigel Thornberry is a pig,
questionable?
according to Google Photos.
Yeah, I
So yeah,
guess.
it was good. Set up a tent, like 20 by 30 or 20 by 40. I don't remember what size it is. You know, like big tent.
Hmm.
Pain in the ass to put them up, but
Yeah, well, sucks to suck. Don't get big tents. Get like 30 mini tents.
yeah, they don't work well.
Why
Like
get
they
one
just
big tent?
don't.
It's like with Eric. Why bet one big $10 bet when you bet 10 little $1 bets?
Dude, it's a lot of football talk that's about to happen, and I'm not for it.
Yeah,
It's
till
so much
February.
football talk.
Tonight's the last night. Well, not really. We can
No,
talk about it now.
it's gone. A week has gone already between fantasy and now there's bets flying.
Yeah, it's all football till Febs. Then we get the reprieve. It sucks as Formula One starts turning down right now. Not that many races left.
Yep, we're on the decline now. We're past the silly season.
Silly season's over. Uh, we've I think we've seen it, but I don't think we've ever really appreciated it. But it's definitely gonna get a lot different when Red Bull clinches both titles early-ish enough in the season.
Yeah, it's.
Because I don't think they're gonna put any effort. Like that's it for trying.
I think they're still gonna try.
No, budget caps. Budget
Mm.
caps. They've hit budget caps, and they're gonna put all the work into developing next year's car.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're still gonna be pretty dominant though.
They will be dominant, but you'll see, I think, a very big reduction of like
Probably.
effort to win
Yeah,
because it'll all be about investing in the next year. Because this at this point,
true.
it's not.
I
There's
guess
no
I
like
haven't
return.
lived a season like that yet.
Yeah, because that's what it's like. A lot of the other teams are looking towards next year's car because they just can't. They can't invest more this year into this year's car without it being like worthless.
Yeah.
So, and then once they do, Ferrari will probably once Ferrari is like officially like lost and that is like just wants to secure second, you'll see them probably cut back a little bit. It'll just be a lot of like
I don't know
cutting
if they
back coasting.
can. Like, I think Mercedes is catching up now.
Hmm.
We'll see. I don't know how what points look
Even
like.
them, I think we'll see a lot more cut back here soon. Just kind of gotta
Yeah.
you
Like
might have
Verstappen is 109 points ahead of Leclerc,
yeah. I think they're just waiting
and
until he hits.
Leclerc is tied with Perez.
I think I forget how many it was. I thought I saw someone say how many more races he needs to win, but it's not that many to be like statistically um like he just is the winner. Like statistically speaking, can't win no more. Or doesn't need to win no more. You can win it pretty early, like comparatively.
I mean, what did I? He's a third of the total points so far ahead.
Mhm.
It.
As I meant from like he could stop racing and still win.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah. Um.
It gets weird with like pole position, like fastest lap.
In Singapore. Oh boy, this is gonna be tricky to find. Hold on. Then you get two tabs up.
Can't win.
In Singapore, he needs to be 138 points ahead
Yeah,
to
because then
like
it's
officially have the title.
oh yeah, and that's not this race, but it's a race after that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because I think it goes Italy, Singapore,
Oh,
Japan,
yeah,
United
it's
States, Mexico,
Italy,
Brazil, Abu
Singapore.
Dhabi.
So depending on how things pan out, he'll have it in Singapore.
Yeah.
If not, probably Japan. And if things go terrible, the US. Probably. Which leaves 3 more races that mean nothing.
Be 2 US drivers next year.
Yeah?
Colin Hersha from Indy, and depending on it, Logan Sargent for Williams. With the 2 American drivers.
That's kind of impressive. Seeing that we don't have much now at all.
0.
Yeah.
Um, the only things that are holding it back is Colin Hersha doesn't have a super license, and I don't think is like anywhere near. Or he might be kind of near. He's not close to a super license because like IndyCar doesn't count towards supercar.
Okay.
It's like ranked worse than F3.
Ouch.
Um, but that's why.
I mean, they are pretty different. Indy does a lot of oval racing, which is
Yeah,
not
but
quite the
like
same.
the point of the super license wasn't like to prevent someone that like does IndyCar racing from getting into F1. It was to
Yeah.
prevent like young people like buying their way seat. Like you have to like work
You
your way
have to
through.
be somewhat proven to get there.
Yeah, but their thing is like, hey, F F or IndyCar is like better than should be equivalent to like F2 worth of like points scoring because it's
I would probably agree with that. Yeah.
um
I mean, it is the main open wheel race in the US.
so I they I mean they could definitely not give a license to him, but I think they probably would. It's like hard to not justify that IndyCar racing
Yeah. It
enough
definitely
in like
translates somehow.
yeah enough IndyCar racing should equivalent to being able to try that step to Formula One.
Yeah.
If not, I think he gets sent to an F series in Asia, and then I think he can possibly earn a bunch of points up there.
I see.
They just have to get
Yeah.
Gasly won't be released to Alpine until they can determine till AlphaTauri can determine if they can get Colin Hersha a spot. So that's all hinging on that. And Danny Rick is Danny Dunn. Um,
Yeah, he's donezo.
I think they had a hot mic incident at the last race where he said about like probably taking a year off because like no
Yeah.
one he doesn't want anyone
And that might be
that would
okay.
offer. I think it's the
It
end of
it,
his career if he
it
takes a break.
might be. It
No,
it might
no
be.
team, no team takes him back.
He's no Kimmy.
No.
Kimmy took a year off.
Yeah, but he's Kimi Räikkönen. He
Yeah.
didn't leave. He didn't
And that
leave because
was
he.
when he was Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah, and he didn't leave because he was being like kicked out of the team, like bought out of his contract.
Yeah.
Uh, Formula One got another race. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we have one more day till practices. I
Yeah.
was really annoyed. The normally I'm able to catch the first practice at like 8 a.m. at work, but this other one was like 6 a.m. I have no idea why. I came to work and it was like already like an hour over. Pissed.
Rough.
Maybe this week will be better. And it was like Spa. I'm like, it's Belgium. Still pretty close to our time zone, like 6 hours, like closer than some of the other ones have been.
Let's
No,
see what the
Netherlands. Last one
times
was
are.
Netherlands.
The last
Netherlands
one
like
was
6 hours.
Netherlands. Italy. Can you please convert these to? I'll just go to my
If
calendar.
you go into certain screens on the website, it converts them, like shows you your time.
Oh, that screen did it. I just didn't read it. Practice one is at 8 a.m.
Yeah, see? Bam. That's what I want. I show up to work, throw it on right away.
There you go.
Then I get like a couple hour break, and then it goes to like 11 a.m.
Yep,
Something like that.
exactly.
Leads me right into lunch.
You got it.
Then after lunch, I start my one podcast and then I do like till I have 20 minutes left and then I save the last 20 minutes for my car ride home.
Singapore, you're gonna be fucked. Starts at 6.
Yep. See, bullshit. Um,
Seconds at 9 though. You could catch that one.
I can, but bullshit. Um, I already finished Critical Role this week.
I'm halfway through it. I need to get on that second half.
Super boring. No combat
Is
this
it?
week.
I was hoping there might be some in the second half, but I
Next week.
wasn't expecting it.
It was like very, even at the end, he's like Matt was like, yeah, sorry for the long drawn out one, but we needed to get stuff set up.
I mean, there was a lot going on though.
Yeah.
To give them credit.
I feel like it's been a while for combat. Been a few weeks.
Well,
Serious combat.
Spoiler warning for Critical Role if you have intentions of watching. They did fight fresh cut grass.
That was like 2 seconds.
But that wasn't much. They
Burn?
kind of just fucking tied him up and strung him out.
Someone did like 50 some like damage to him.
It was Imogen. She like
Yeah.
went nuts and crit and just bopped him for 50.
Yeah, it was like the worst combat. Like it was like, and then the next person came up and like just slapped him for like 1 damage basically. And
It
like,
was one of those oh shit, I did big damage moments.
yeah, first time in the fucking series that's ever happened.
I mean, they blew up that, but that was like a shit combat too. They fucked that one up too. That big crawler thing.
Mm-hmm.
They sent that off a cliff, but that wasn't. They like, it's dark. Slap its ass and make it run. Like that's what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, they hit a leg with a bomb.
Yeah, with big bomb, boom.
I mean, I'm happy to see the bomb get used. I feel like if I was playing D&D, I would have like too good to use fear.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, shit, that's not good enough for a bomb. We just got that.
Nah,
It was pretty good though.
I think they're pretty. I think they overuse stuff. I think they're past.
Yeah, I
past
think
the
they
point
are.
of- I think they use stuff dumbly.
Sometimes, yeah.
Are you still? I don't know when it happened. I won't say it. Yeah.
They like got back, talked to people, and
Did
are
Chetney
about.
make piece of jewelry with like blindfolded?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's
Whatever.
second half.
Really. Yeah, finish that up. I got a lot done on. I watched a lot of it on Monday. It was Labor Day. I was
Yeah.
just chilling, so I threw it on. We've been rocking that House of Dragons, even though you didn't think the best episode was the best episode.
I don't know. It was good.
I don't understand how you didn't under like the field of arrows and like the dipping and the dodging and the slaying.
That
And
it
the,
was one of the better, like, combat things that they've done. I think
I mean, that's
it was
scene
definitely the
making.
combat moment of the show so far. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Hard to please this man.
I guess it is.
Um. I. mm. I
I think
like
I got interrupted a lot, and that might have hampered it
maybe.
a bit to me. That might have been what it was.
I'm really enjoying the show, but it's only making me want the Jon Snow series more.
I think Jon Snow series would be good. That would do well, I think. If they do it good.
Yeah. What's happening? It just has to happen.
Yeah.
I just don't know, like, we won't know until we know, but like what it's about is like the big curiosity. But
Do you know like what time frame it is of the show?
can't be that far. I mean, it can't be that.
Is it past the show or during?
It has to pass the show. I don't know. Like, it can't be like too late. He's not that old, and like as a person.
Yeah.
When does the Jon Snow series take place? In development. There is handling, most popular, Civil War.
Jon
What would
Snow sequel series.
development, actors, will. I look the perspective. Currently, what's it called? What does it premiere? Who's in it? Alexis. Sequel takes place.
Okay, I think I get the gist of what I'm trying to figure out. It's a sequel. It's not taking place during the show. Like during Game of Thrones, it's taking place after.
Yeah, I
And
guess it's
it's
pretty.
basically like what he gonna do.
Mhm. I mean, it
So yeah.
was pretty recently announced, so there's really just not that much information.
Yeah, and that's probably that could be speculation what I just said. For all I know.
Definitely 10 weeks plus out. Probably next year. Probably like, well, no, because I'm sure the second season of this show will come out next year. Probably like, hmm, maybe like 2 years. Damn,
We'll see.
because I gotta get this. I don't think they're never gonna like dual stack these shows,
No. No.
and
I don't think so. They
I don't
might
know if you,
flip flop them though.
mm, maybe. I feel like it would take so much longer though to complete both of them. Likelihood they finish, maybe, could be 15. They didn't get a win, but do they get the loss?
They could get a tie.
They didn't get the win though.
Yeah, they did not get the win. It is 13-15 in Counter Strike.
Train.
It is train. That is the map. I think they're in high spirits.
Probably.
I don't. They haven't kicked a teammate, and I think I saw one of them being bottom frag. I'm not sure though. I haven't seen scoreboard in a
Bottom.
while.
Probably her. Um. Oh, new iPhones dropped today. No iPhone after starting with the iPhone team will have physical SIMs anymore. It'll all be in eSIMs.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't think some carriers wanted to do that. It's interesting.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Uh, all of them
AT&T does Sims.
eSIMs. Yeah, they do. I just meant I don't know why I say AT&T, but like all carriers have to be okay with it if they want to carry the iPhone line.
Which no one's gonna shoot themselves in the head like that, so they're
Yeah.
gonna have to find a way.
But yeah. No
It's
no
interesting.
tray. No tray at all.
Yeah.
Fi- I'm fine with eSIMs. I'll adapt to them, but it is gonna be annoying when you can't just like transfer. Well, I think you can transfer a phone. I think it's like scan
It
QR
you
codes
have to
on them and
call
get like.
somebody and do
I think you can
shit.
do it. I think you can like do it yourself, but I think
Okay.
you like on one phone have to go into the settings and like scan a QR code on the old phone and get like a code sent, and then it like digitally
Gotcha.
transfers.
It's
I think
not,
there is
oh,
a
I
way.
can just pop this SIM out and throw it in my flip phone and have a flip phone for a day.
Yeah, but yeah. Other than that,
They sure are trying in this game to die.
I hope they do. 'Cause it's just like such a mute way to live. Um, there's 4 iPhones
Here,
too. So,
I'll give him a last round. I'll show the last round.
oh my God, and Fredo is going Ivy. He is in Ivy. He is not gonna peek. He's peeking A main through the same spot he keeps peeking A main, and they know he sits there.
They do, and they saw him.
Saw him, called it out. He missed that shot. Didn't even take a shot. Oh, they have two ops on A. Two ops on A. Fee's B, which Fee's always B, except on Cash when Fee always plays A. Fee plays B on every map but Cash.
Have you been enjoying yourself playing Counter Strike lately?
Yeah, more or less.
It's good to hear.
I've been not as good of late. I've been lower on the boards, but I think we've been playing a little bit tougher people that just keep like, oh,
Where'd that guy come from?
wherever that other guy wasn't holding. Bad. Yeah, no, they got it. I think they got it. Tie. Train tie. Yep. I'm gonna say that dude's not getting a 4K. They have tied train 30 rounds of Counter Strike. Have you
For
ever played
nothing.
Have you played Counter Strike without playing 30 rounds? It's kind of hard.
Yep, there it is. There's the tie. They did it.
Now let's see. Fredo, most audible footsteps. New item. A shitty ass Galil. Was Fredo bottom frag there?
He might have been. I don't know. Maybe Fredo's not happy. Maybe that's what's
Because
going on.
he wasn't hitting op shots at fucking again. Last cannon oppers. If they're hitting, we've won the game. If they're not hitting, they like. Oh wow. Like 5-cent Galil. He did send me those dualies though. Those dualies were sick.
Sweet.
Pink dualies. Click click. Wow. Dually gun, best gun. Glass cannon oppers. It's my only complaint with them. And then and then the game's no one ops. We're like solely playing like cash now because that's like the map they think they can just win. When they all decide they're not hitting ops, no one watches mid, and then we just lose mid and we lose the game. Oh my god, that's a $4 Glock.
Yeah. That was his like good case opening lately.
You got that sick blood ride. That AK of his is worth like $80, I thought.
Maybe. That wasn't recently though. That was a while
No,
ago.
but that was his biggest pull.
Yeah. If that sells, I think we're getting a case opening.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I
with or
think,
without it, he's got the funds. Oh, it's
oh,
gone.
look at that.
It went through.
Operation breakout weapon case. People don't know CS:GO cases are the biggest fucking scammers out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying you can't get like valuable things to earn back your money, but it's the goddamn lottery, and everyone's gonna get a knife but you. I don't actually believe it. I think most people buy knives. I know some people have to win them, but
Like, I'm under the mindset of cases are great. That's fine if you want to do it, fine, whatever. I like just buying skins that I enjoy and getting the skin I want without spending shit tons of money on lottery tickets.
what is he going? The
Like,
revolver case?
I don't know,
I don't think I've ever seen that case.
man.
Clutch case, Prisma case.
It's interesting to watch, but have no idea what's going on.
Prisma 2 is a good case.
Like, we have no clue what's happening. Like, what the thought process is, what's going through the mind. We know nothing. We just see it. I think
Wait,
he got too many cases.
What the fuck? Is he opening 3? Phoenix. Oh, is that the Asimov? Op? That is
Yeah.
a sick op. That is my favorite
It's a good
op.
op. I'll show the roll. Here we go. And
Sick.
nothing.
Sick, it's that track.
6 cents instead of 3. How much
I mean,
actually is it?
everyone needs a Tech 9.
That's fine, but that's not the Tech 9 you need. Oh, wait. Okay. 45 cents.
Oh, he really did buy all these C's. No, he needs to put more funds. Oh no, he did have funds.
There's the Prisma.
Oh.
Sick!
Yes!
The gun that no one uses.
Just immediately.
I clicked off, but I don't know if it even stopped spinning and he quit the game. I think I don't know how high spirits are anymore.
You know, the minute one of us gets a knife, it's gonna be the shittiest ass ugly knife anyone's ever seen. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
gonna be a
Oh,
Marvel Fate. Yeah.
you want to know something weird? So, like, I did that whole pig roast thing.
Mm-hmm.
Day after, my back was ruined. I don't know what the deal was. It was like one of the worst feelings of back pain I've ever had, I think. No clue why. I don't remember anything happening or anything. Same day, I look at my elbow and I got this nasty black and blue mark on it.
I got not a big one, but I got one too. I don't know what I did.
But it's like nasty colors and like puke green around it.
Must have bashed it, bro.
Absolutely no clue.
Must have bashed it.
I don't remember doing it though, and it doesn't hurt at all. I can poke this all day long and it doesn't hurt. It's a weird one. Don't know what the deal was with that.
Oh damn, Bruno.
What?
I'm watching. I just saw some on Reddit. We gotta finesse the system.
What do we got to finesse?
Damn, these guys, bro. I can't even be mad.
Oh,
These
I
bro,
saw this. They're
like,
filling up the jug.
I mean,
But
I'd be
like,
like,
I would be pissed if I bought one of those and it's half full.
yeah, but like, you pick it up and it feels light. I would put it right back. Imagine buying the other one and being able. This is the way. That's not my problem. I don't get paid enough to make it my problem. Damn. Sometimes you see stuff and it's like, well, there, sometimes you gotta finesse it.
I don't know. That seemed a little more than finessing it though.
Well, I mean, that
That
was
was
a lot
half a
of.
jug.
Well, I mean, the other jug was half full.
I
Fucking,
guess.
I had to stop at a goddamn Family Dollar this weekend because they had a sale on Pepsi's, free 12 packs for $10, which is a good deal. Don't get me wrong; it's probably one of the better deals out there. But like, I had to find well, I didn't have to find it. I was stopping at my parents' house. I got a pressure washer.
Yeah. Buy one.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Gonna turn into debt and start car detailing.
no, probably like taking care of my pool though, like keeping the brick on the house looking good.
Yeah. Pressure washers are good.
Probably wash my car with it, but like it's not like the main reason I bought it.
Yeah.
Well, it was like
I will recommend you a surface cleaner. It changed my life.
yeah, they have one. Didn't buy one.
Yeah. The other thing is like make sure the any attachments you buy are for the rating that you have.
Yeah,
You know,
it came with
like
four, or it came with three nozzles that are like
the
basically what I
tips.
need. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fine. I'm just saying like I've noticed that if you buy the stuff that's meant for it, it'll work well. If you try and like oh, this will be fine. It only needs 3200 psi. Mine's 2300. You know, that's when it just doesn't work right and
Hmm.
not good. But no, looks good. It's like a semi-serious electric pressure washer, which is good. I
Yep.
probably do well for you. Also, make sure you're not using a shitty hose to connect to it.
Yeah. We got.
My aunt before was trying to use one of them scrunchy hoses, and it just
No.
it fucks with it and does not work right. But yeah, I think it'll do you well. I think you'll get a lot of good use out of it.
Yeah, I think it's like. I think it's a little bit more psi than people tend to use in their car. But if you don't use like the high pressure nozzle, like you use like one of the like less aggressive nozzles, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean I pressure washed my truck. Um I use the pressure washer more as like the pressure washer isn't doing the washing itself.
No.
It's more like just how water gets to like. And I use the 40-degree tip, which is the wider one,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you don't
and
use
I'm
like
using
the
like a foam cannon and a brush, or not a brush, but like a mitt. I'm
Mhm.
not using the pressure washer itself to actually wash.
No, but that's what I mean. Like this, I forget what fucking tip it has, but it has like a very like conish like.
It's probably like so you. It looks like there's probably, if I had to guess, a well, I actually don't know because you have the soap tank. So it might be like a 20 a soap dispensing, and it looks like that's a turbo nozzle, the one that swirls around.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Here's a good picture.
Those turbo nozzles can be good, but they can also be pretty aggressive because it's like a pinpoint tip that's
Well,
spinning.
yeah, that's what I mean. I wouldn't use like that one on a car. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm using like a gas pressure washer that's like 4,300 psi or something. So like it can be done. It's just you have to be careful with it.
enter. What the fuck?
Are you trying to send me some code there? What's
Upload a
going on?
file. I just want to. Fuck. I just want. Oh my god. Oh, did I not? I didn't save the picture. God. See if this fucking see if that. God damn. One of the pictures has a close up of like 3 fucking tips it has. Can't fucking just save a picture. Save the HTML bullshit. No, the one. Yeah, top. Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I know, but like I have those. The blue one is like more of a non-turbo, and I forget
Yeah,
what the
it's
yellow one is. But like the blue
yeah,
one's just like a rectangle. It's a rectangle. Any like whatever the pressure's coming out of that is not anywhere near what the turbo nozzle's doing.
yeah. Trying to see if it has details, but it looks like definitely it does have a turbo nozzle. Uh huh. Yep.
Probably have to go to like a review thing.
What are you doing to me?
Ryobi
It's fine.
2300.
It doesn't matter. It just really doesn't.
It's three
It's a
hundred and
pressure
thirty
washer.
dollars. $330 news. I got it $140.
Sounds fantastic to me. Did you buy it from someone or from your
Yeah,
parents?
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
You're heading down
sounds great.
south. I looked at Facebook Marketplace. It was 100 like 40. I'm like, well, what's this new? And I'm like 330. I don't need.
Yeah.
I I I get gas. I understand gas. I don't need to obliterate anything. Like I don't like you said, unless something's like horribly stained concrete. You know.
Yeah. I just I use mine. You
Oh
know,
yeah. You have
I get use
you're
out of it. I have reasons for it. It's
there's a
great to
reason
have.
I can't compare myself to you because you have an 8 power. Like you have 8 horses on your back to blow air. I don't know how else to like or 5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking you put 5 ponies on your back to blow some leaves around. I can't compete in your world.
Yeah.
But it's electric. I just don't want to deal with it, to be honest with you.
And that's fine.
Maintaining motors is just not my life. Brushless, give me
Yeah.
that brushless.
Sounds good to me.
I honestly don't know what the difference. I really don't know. Like, I don't know the difference between brush and brushless. But yeah,
Uh Brush has
give me a lesson. Teach me. Teach me.
there's like a graphite copper brush that it's how power gets fed into the motor to I know this word fits in here somewhere. There's a commutator bar
Sounds a
and
lot like
that
communist.
a little bit So it's actually touching things as the motor is spinning and sending power through it. Brushless doesn't use brushes. Brushes are technically a consumable. Most people don't use things enough for brushes to be consumed, though. Brushless motors are more expensive to make, but there are no brushes, there are no consumables in the motor. I
Mm,
think they perform better as well, but they're more expensive to make and they were newer technology. That's basically it.
interesting. Interesting.
So yeah,
Brushless are
it,
newer, right? Is that what you said?
yeah, brushless is newer. Brushes are basically just a chunk of copper infused graphite. Graphite is somewhat of like a lubricator. It's,
Hmm.
graphite's slippery. So as it wears, it's not hurting things. It wears slowly. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like this spring-loaded chunk that's electrically powered that feeds the power to the motor. That's how it works. I think brushless is like a faster motor and brushed is a torquier low-end motor.
Okay. Seen it. Yeah. Always good to learn this stuff.
So yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, like I said, most people don't use those tools long enough for brushes to be concerned for replacing.
yeah. Um. Yeah. What?
So the house accumulation has already begun.
Mm, yeah. I have to figure out. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotten a couple tools now. Got a got a sander. So we have to sand the. There's windows on the garage on the far side on the one side. They need sand.
Mm-hmm.
They're like in not bad shape, but the paint's like chipping and peeling.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to get those painted before winter. And the inside window for the living room, the like banister, whatever the ledge part
Yeah.
is like
Like the trim.
the
I don't know what
dogs.
you. I don't know what the
I
you
think
would
the
call it.
dog's nails have been like digging it out, getting the
Working
paint.
at it for
So
a long time.
yeah, so I want to sand that down.
Did you
Um,
buy an orbital sander or like
yeah, I don't know why they call it random orbital, but it's random
because it is
orbital.
because it's not spinning. It's like a star pattern in the way it moves.
But yes,
Yeah, it's good. Good choice.
5 inch.
I think that's normal.
I
It's like not
probably
big, not small.
yeah. Gotta get
Battery,
one of the what?
battery operated.
It is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Came in. It was a bundle pack. I got a
Ah.
18. I got the because we want to do the flooring in the kitchen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, too many parts of the kitchen that have baseboard have the rubber baseboard.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Maybe.
you would know it. It's like more commercial. You see it more in a commercial saying, "Yeah, that shit."
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like
Yep.
rubber baseboard.
Yep.
It's like one little section and then one little section. So we have
Mm-hmm.
to put baseboards on there. Well, we want to. Like, if we're gonna do
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
So I just got an 18, and then we'll need it for the basement whenever we want to do the basement around
Mm-hmm.
all that. So it was like buy a 18 gauge uh
Nailer.
nailer and then an orbital sander for like 130.
That's not bad at all.
No,
Good.
no, I'm sticking with Ryobi because just
Yeah.
again,
Do it.
it's the brand that it's the.
Was that? Were there batteries at all
So
in that kit?
I have two 18. There wasn't in that one. I have
Okay.
two 18-volt ones.
Yeah.
I might pick up a third one, but I really think that's overkill for the amount of tools I have.
Two is fine for a while.
Yeah.
I have more, but it was I have more batteries because I wanted smaller batteries.
Yeah.
I wanted like slim packs so
I
that
do have I do have one 2 volt or 2 amp. I have one 2 amp, two 4 amps.
yeah,
And I think they do sell it, but I don't have one because I don't really think I need one. But they do have a 6 amp, like
yeah.
big, big, thick.
My you got to remember I bought I didn't I was given my tools 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
So at the time I got it was a pretty good DeWalt set. It was like higher end tools and it came with two 3 amp hour batteries. But at that time, the 3 amp hour batteries were the fairly big ones.
Yep.
And probably like 4 or 5 years after that, I was like, it'd be really nice if I didn't have to use these heavy batteries for everything. So I bought two slim, I think they're 2 amp hour batteries instead of three,
Yeah.
but they're slim. And like, I like using the big one for things like a flashlight or a drill where it's heavy already and it doesn't matter, or the flashlight sits better when it has the big battery.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other ones, it doesn't really matter. I'll just grab whatever and throw it
No,
on.
and honestly, all I do is um I just like prowl. Like I look for Home Depot, and they had Labor Day sales where they were like, "I'll get this tool plus two free batteries." And when you look at the tool only, it was like $30 more, but you have to like you look at it like if you're gonna buy like one of their promotions where they're trying to push you into it more.
Yeah, and that's a
But you
good
can get
time.
and you can get the tool in like two free, not two free, but you can get two batteries for like $30, and it's 30
That's
extra
good.
bucks.
Yeah. No,
But
that's pretty good.
they just have to watch out for that shit.
Yeah. I think it'll work well for you. I think it'll do what you want, and I
I'm
think
just gonna
it's
be
at
a
a
pro.
price point that it's good
I
too.
just have
So,
to start a drug addiction, then I'm basically a pro, right?
yep, exactly. That's how
Maybe
that
if Madeline
works.
would, maybe if Madeline would jip me some fucking Adderall. That's all I run. All I ever asked her for. I've said it all my life. I'll keep saying it. I've always wanted to abuse Adderall. Oh my god! Ever tell you the story of the one girl that gave me like a whole bunch of shit for it?
No, I don't think so.
I was in college and I was talking about it. I'm like, damn, like I've always wanted Adderall. Like if there's ever been a prescription drug I want to like abuse, I want to just have someone give me a bunch of Adderall that I can like take and abuse for a while just to like experience it. And she's like, that's not how that works. I have Adderall and I take it and it doesn't do all the things you think. It won't work what you think. I'm like, no, 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 honey. I didn't say honey, but like I heavily implied that I was like being a little bit like,
Yeah.
sit down. I'm like, you have a problem, which is why you take your Adderall. I don't have a problem. Adderall will work the way I want it to on me. You're the one that needs mellowed out because you need it to actually function. And she like didn't talk to me. Like,
Uh,
don't tell me how this is. Like,
unsurprising.
and I was like, oh yeah, wow, it doesn't work for you the way I think. Like, oh, it doesn't make you hyper focused because like you're already like it gets you to a level of like like just like normal person focused. It's already fucking doing some back-breaking work. It's carrying the team on its back. It's going 30. It's dropping a 30 bomb in a Counter-Strike game and looking like it needs to drop a 40 bomb just to guys get you tied. For me, it would be like, oh, I'm gonna hyper focus on like learning everything I could possibly learn about three-way switches on a Saturday morning.
Dude, fuck three-way switches. God, I hate them.
I'd be like,
I
oh,
just I don't like doing electrical work. I don't like it.
yeah.
And I have electrical work I need to do right now.
Like my manager, wait, he does a lot of like home improvement like himself. He like
Yeah.
learns how to do it and does it. And he's always like giving me shit. He's like, you can't pay everyone to do everything. I'm like, I know. I'll learn some stuff, but like oh, I have an electrician booked for like the day after or a couple days after we get the keys. Like they're gonna come out and like just start getting like all the stuff ordered for the stuff. I'm like, I'll fucking learn a lot of shit, but I ain't gonna like like have my insurance company be like, well, he fucking did this wrong and you burnt your house down.
Yeah.
We only cover people that get licensed electricians to do some shit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I don't think you need to worry about it. I think you're smart enough to get it to the point where it's safe. But like, I am saying if like
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No,
if you'd
absolutely.
have a mild like garage like incident and then they came and be like, hey Bruno, and you'd be like, yeah, and like, what's that plug over there? And you're like, don't look at that. And they're like, what's that over there? It's like, it's how I make pasta. And they're like, yeah, no, no.
I mean, I might have a guy for that.
Well, you probably do, but like,
I do. I know an electrician.
I know, but like, it's your insurance agent asking you why you have a pasta plug sticking outwards.
Hey, did you do my electric work in the shed? Yep.
Yeah.
But no,
All
yeah,
I'm saying is,
no.
I'm sure
All my shit's done right. Like, it just is.
your
But
pasta plug's
I do know.
debatable.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not a run, but I don't think the concept is right. I think you're missing
Okay,
like
you're right. That one's honestly though the problem is the pasta maker is the best part of that thing.
no, I
It's
support the whole
it
thing.
it's the generator plug that's the slightly sketchy thing.
Yeah, no, I'm for it all. I just don't think like I think what you're doing is good. I think the way you have to achieve what you're doing is
I
flawed.
no. The way I achieved what I was doing was using things that were nearby already and I did not need. I literally had a generator plug, which is 220, fired up backwards so that I could plug it in the generator. To do that, you have to cut one of the ends off. Well, I had this end of a plug and I needed a pasta machine plug. So I made an adapter to go from back. I made
It's
an
hard to even justify.
adapter to go from backwards generator plug because I had it to the 220 prong plug. I don't remember what they're called. The one with the sideways plug. To 220 that plug.
Is that like a 20 amp plug?
No, that one's all kinds of fucked up.
Oh, no, not that
You're
one. Like
thinking of the 20 amp plug. My sideways plug is on the other side, which makes it a 220 plug.
isn't it thicker? Is that like a stove one? Or am I thinking of another
Not
different
that
type of
big.
plug?
Different
Okay.
type. Not that big.
I'm sure there's a fucking yeah.
Um like I think what you're thinking, a regular outlet, if the right side is a T instead of a line, that's a
Hmm.
20 amp plug.
Right.
If one of them goes one way and one of them goes the other way, that's a 220 plug. It's similar to a stove plug
Right.
in that
But
it's
it's thinner.
delivering both sides. Yeah, it's not as much amperage, but it's delivering both sides of your
Okay.
breaker panel.
Yeah.
So yeah. I wonder if I
Yeah.
search plug. Oh yeah, see, no, here. This guy. And then I adapted that to European shit. So see, okay, I was backwards. If the left one, I guess, is sideways, it works like that. I don't know. That's a 220 plug, like a stove or
Yeah.
dryer.
Our our big printers at work do 20 amp 120.
Okay, yeah. I believe that.
Have to have these like
Those laser printers like to munch power.
fucking big ass surge strip. We fried a couple. But we have these goddamn like surge strips that are like beefy like metal boys
Yeah,
just for them.
yeah. I believe it.
Because again, we have fried them, so you know whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of wish I would have gotten to try that like plastic paper that was meant for like boat tags. It ran like a couple hundred pages through the printer because those boys were staticky. Because that would have absolutely EMP nuked the inside of one of those printers. I'm gonna tell you, it would have been glorious, but it would have been an absolute goddamn nuke
I believe
going
it
off in
was
there.
fucking static things.
It would have been. You probably would have finally heard. You would have probably heard a
Walk
lot of
by and your
crackling.
hair starts
Oh
standing
no, you
up.
would have heard a lot of crackling, and I think there'd be one big like short.
Yeah.
Well, there's like an anti-static bar, which is supposed to destatize paper so it doesn't stick when it comes out.
Yeah,
I think that would have been overloaded, and it would have just like shorted somewhere.
maybe.
Oh, it was definite. You got anything else to talk about?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Well, that's good. 'Cause that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
See you later.